I wanted to be able to say that Nintendo had a generation where they made no mistakes and they just made a ton of money and they never lived to regret the decisions they made. But that's not what happened with the Wii. The Wii was very successful, but at a certain point things started to go downhill. Now this is just the beginning. This part of the series is just the beginning of the mistakes that were made. We'll get to the part where Nintendo loses money for the first time in 20 years. But a few things happen in this portion. First of all, the world's economy crashed, so that didn't exactly help Nintendo or any other discretionary expense. And soon after that happened, you did see the Nintendo Wii sort of have a price drop for the first time when its demand started to lessen. It was around that time. I don't know if it was because of the world's economy crashing, but it probably didn't help. This is about the time the Wii also had a lot of people looking at it and going, that's making a ton of money. I want to make a ton of money too. And so they started to do cheap things, I suppose, put out products that were designed to make a quick buck and weren't necessarily designed to elevate the art form of a video game. These are businesses we're talking about, so they shouldn't have to do that. But you had a lot of shovelware. Shovelware is what I'm talking about. And that has happened on every single video game system that has ever been put out. There have been games that are just designed to make a quick buck based off a license of some other property. But the Wii was well known for it, and it did hurt the Wii's image. Things like Hannah Montana, the movie, the game, or Barnyard, the game, or just a ton of stuff. And into 2008, 2009, you saw a lot of these on the game list. They were just a lot of stuff that was put out to trick people into buying this game for their kids. Again, that's maybe one of the other reasons why it started to be known for it, is that because it was a console aimed at families, and that sort of thing does work when you're trying to sell to a mom that just kind of wants to pick up a game for their kids for Christmas. Now, this is also the time where the sequeling was a little excessive. I think the one you could look at and perfectly encapsulate the situation would be Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero was a massive success, but they just started pumping them out year after year to diminishing returns. Now, there's not too many specific games we'll talk about in this section because this is the beginning of the end. This is where the mistakes start to be made. We'll definitely talk about more of that in the last set of videos. But first up, I think we'll talk about one of the first big failures of the Wii Music.